This is a different kind of cold than what I...
Off to the freak.
Who goes there?
Hunted down.
A moment, please.
What the?
Come no closer.
Royal?
Shadow me as the walls of the snowflakes. Impossible.
A little big stick
Together. Feel like
Wait now. Show me what you've got.
crystalline adagio.
Let's begin.
Come no closer.
By Royal?
Together. Potted duck. Impossible.
How could this be?
Impossible. Impossible. Let's begin. Walks of the snowflakes.
Big mistake. By rude.
Pirouette. Come no closer.
On, reveal.
Together. Impossible. Impossible. Shadow me. Pot of dust.
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
To the freezer! The pinnacle of excellence! No recipe, no problem!
Way now.
It's about time we throw another tea party, don't you think? Witness the snow swan's grace. Pirouette.
Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
Let's begin. Cut it down.
Let's begin.
Hey! Are you still with us? Together.
You win this one. Full throttle! Bring it! Try and stop me! Rev the engines! I'm awake now. Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Full throttle! Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Rev the engines!
A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Sounds like you've made a ton of Next step is to head back to the theater and get either way. Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad. Maybe this is going too far, but like, why leave a letter when she could, well, so if it is her, yeah. Well, all you No change, really. Oh. Hearing you talk about your day.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not you.
Guess it's just one of those things.
If Odette is Lelik, her father was involved with the project's early implementation. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without when she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui. Only time.
Hey, look! It's snowing! Could be a...
Behold, the Princess Endeavor.
My royal... Let's begin. Pirouette. A little loose. Wings start together. Pot of duck.
Way now.
Off to the freezer!
Shadow me.
Let's begin.
Midnight fantastic. Let's begin.
Way now.
A moment, please.
Off to the freezer! Wings of darkness!
Let's begin. Pirouette.
Away now.
A little emotion by royalty.
Let's begin.
Off to the freezer!
Midnight Venta.
Together. Pirouette.
Away now.
A little emotion. Odds reveal.
Shadow me.
Off to the freezer! Shadow Raven!
Let's begin.
By royalty.
Let's begin.
Away now.
A little emotion. Wings of darkness.
Together.
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get. Here to see Odette? Perfect. Thank you.
I think I'll leave the Lelic question until Child said he was originally going to come with... Is there anyone here who looks like Atonia? Let's see. It's Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again. Oh no. It looks like the show's starting and I still...
Members of the audience, I'm a staff member here. Today's performance was a very special one for us. As it marks the first to commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... no? Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
That has to be her. She's the only person. Excuse me. Are you Tonya?
Huh?
Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
What's wrong? Are you sick? Maybe she caught a cold on the way here.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long time.
I know. It's completely white out there.
Let's wait it out for now.
Well, look at that.
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that... well, I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for...
So... are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us. They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel, so any weather...
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's all... I gotta say, you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should...
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a...
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone? Ah, a fan, I'm guessing? Today is just... Sorry, but that area is currently off limit.
Bad timing, I guess. Well...
What happened to the gentleman who went to fetch the blankets? How has he still not returned?
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very...
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and... well, I have to treat my employees...
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now. They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now. Barring exceptional...
Surely a snowstorm like this...
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your...
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I...
This doesn't look like an ordinary snoop. That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything? Oh, right. I assumed you were looking for... Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been
Is weather like this rare?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen... Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow.
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal...
We can't stay cooped up here forever. So, no need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides... Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoe.
Heading out, my man? Be careful.
Thanks for the advice. I am planning to be careful.
He's back! He's back!
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent...
Are you serious? So all of us...
You want to go outside and see?
This just turned from a minor delay.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blanket...
Is it really that bad? But my daughter...
Huh? What are you all still doing here? Whoa! It's snowing hard! So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is... On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still at least, is fine by me.
This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man?
Oh, Your Majesty the Tsaritsa, this is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the sea.
I think I've changed my mind. Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a hope.
It's getting colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up. Close the door and lock it tight.
And then, there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever.
I don't...
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on... Now look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to...
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov?
Excuse me?
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more on...
How are you feeling, Tony?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you.
Child must take great care of his sister.
You know, I actually stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of... Exactly. It's like one of those... I'm fine.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
My husband has major trust issues.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. Hello?
I don't think it's ever been this lively back. Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he...
I'm with you. This could...
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I wanna know...
For the Rokad, or just...
There are other...
I have to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the...
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Especially considering the weight of the sub... Do you think we were coming on too strong? Oh,
What about you? What did you think of today's performance? Huh. That's actually a more insightful critique than I was expecting. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to...
so unfair. Talk about...
And now it looks like I've been... You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just...
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically...
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day... Why, hello, sir. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye Restaurant. Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance. Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Specialist...
Mr. Traveler, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at... I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me... What? You mean I really did do something to upset her?
So, Mr. Mitya...
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me... Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life. All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler.
How's it looking, Alosha?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy...
May I have your attention, please? We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning?
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with...
Not bad. Clear selling point, at least. Could be a big...
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though I feel like I won't sleep. I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet. At least she hasn't been...
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us. Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to...
Here we go again. The endless march.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping...
The Black Mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the Black Mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left, the only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the Black Mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run.
All this will pass eventually, I promise.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolov.
I am. I think I'll take my chance.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cult...
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on... Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now. Yes, it looks like it's satisfying. This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors. Well, we should make the most of the precious Huh? Are you...
Help! Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Chuganov? What's wrong?
Is it morning already? Sounds like it's coming from next door.
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow, have I seen this moment before? Or...
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either of them. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No...
But just last night...
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions?
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes. Nor... Who was the first to discover the...
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman.
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's...
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I would...
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity.
Nothing backstage is clear.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think...
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret... I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the...
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone can...
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you...
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just...
Could he be right? It's hard to... Set in a theater during a snowstorm. A murder takes...
Looking at who the killer targeted, and the clean entry and... it all adds up.
What is? What have you figured?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open. Such ruthless methods.
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot. And walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chugan.
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all the...
So, he really was...
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? Show yourself! Which one of you is
Was this really Lelik's doing? If Odette really is Lelik, I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelik's true identity. What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that, at least from the stories I've heard, he's never killed. Besides, even if Lelik did want to threaten you...
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelik might be Odette.
Miss Vodyanitsa? Why do...
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions.
Well, if you think I'm so...
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please...
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Miss...
So there's still a good chance... I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. And whoever this Lelik is, they're surely not going...
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like it because as things stand, every one of us... Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now.
You're right, that was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one...
Since Vodyanitsa and I were on the same page earlier...
Whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if the... Odette? Really? Odette?
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect.
And now that you mention it, what are we up to now? Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rokot. It must be... I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, and never... I don't understand. If she's with the
Probably best if you ask her.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, yeah. Lelik may not follow orders from the Rokot leaders. We need to confront...
Do you think she'd really admit to being...
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now... Now's our chance. Odette's alone. Let's go. Hey, Odette. What is it, you guys? Shh. Keep your voice. So, Alright, fine. You don't have to say none of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever the Traveler was the first to figure out your identity. But he kept still. It's clear where the group consensus is heading. We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person. So, can you clue us in? Alright. Yes, I'm Lelik. And no, I'm not the murderer. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Huh? You're gonna reveal— That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just— But after taking some time to assess the situation and are you sure? Mr. Valeri! What?! So...
I don't know what game you're playing.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and I made my peace with this when I chose, but more importantly, I promise I am— So, if anyone still insists otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
That's confidence, all right.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why Marionette said—
Are you seriously buying this? Hey!
I do have one question, Miss Odette.
If I didn't say anything, everyone— And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murder—
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rash—
She thought so far ahead.
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the
I understand. You're welcome,
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the...
Good work, Lelik guard team. And Lelik too.
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits. So now I've been told I have to guard Lelik with him.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment,
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have...
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this. Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. But... You're gonna miss us, huh? Well... Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life. Aw, you're so cute, Tonya. All right, let's swear to it. I promise to promise.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over—
You really do get carried away sometimes.
Hey! Mind your own business!
Don't be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Everyone's here.
Excuse me?
No.
Oh. Wait, but how... Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp.
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before.
Well, it's just... We water imps tend to communicate. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our...
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for...
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can use... And yet...
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, anyway, we spent so much time together that before...
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a...
Hey, what are you implying? You're not...
Heavens! Why would I do a thing...
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangement.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight.
As long as someone keeps an eye on...
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette?
I...
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the Night Watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. That being said, I must clarify. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my... I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring? Oh, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy...
It's finally time for Odette and I to I came here to get information from her in the first place.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me? Couldn't sleep. Plus, there's something I had a hunch that you wanted to converse. I just had a simple question. Rosaline, in her final moments, did she have any... I see. No. She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goal, and yet,
even though I never approved of her methods. And oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. Yes. Rosaline wasn't. When I was a child, I had to join the Fatu. It was extremely grueling. And it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation. Every day was a struggle against them. After enduring all that, surely any child who had to experience that. So I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because it was my way of telling her. The Fatuiste. I think she probably blamed my poor performance and training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, I told her, "You don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from." She looked stunned. I guess she was, but strangely enough, on that occasion, after that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came. She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look, sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes. She knew the location of every piece of core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be on. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their core Ignis. It gave them, but I kept mine. With my sensitivity to pain, I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle. She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event? No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait. In that case... Okay. I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Snezhnaya. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is the weapon's construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful... Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry. And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know.
You two seem to be hitting it off.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to staying up.
Even if he was awake,
Well, thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now.
Sure. This is our second night here. I hope she's been sleeping well the past... Seriously? Never mind.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
How long have we been walking for? Do you...
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads.
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called. Ever since we noticed it. But it seems like no matter how...
Well, we've come this far. You never know.
Monsters! Watch out!
Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
Backup is here.
Hey, tough. Oh, I'm back! Who's there? Move along, now!
Back here!
Here they come again! Get ready!
In case! Fighting forward! What the? Bombs away!
Monsters ahead of us. The black mist behind us. It feels like there's no escape.
Fine.
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No. I'm fine.
I get you. In fact...
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
We know you mean well, but...
Thank you, friend. You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it here. I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before... What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way. Huh? What's wrong?
Rampana! Rampana!
Is that...
Coolish! Wake up! Please wake up!
The situation is identical to that of the two cats.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else.
Rampana.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact.
I'm as confused as you are.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Trav...
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chanting, but otherwise I...
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to call.
Then, what could possibly be causing? I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long.
Florianitsa.
4 victims in just 2 days. And we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all...
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside.
So we only have ourselves...
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they... Lelik must be an expert in poisoning.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her... She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't...
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours...
How?
That's enough. Yesterday, you named love, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of a...
Who knows? Maybe you don't know... I implore you all to ask yourselves. Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity.
Everything you've said so far is still just conjecture, which still...
How can you defend her, officer? What? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes. Then tell us to... Don't you...
Sir, but... You were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their... 4 people have already died. Turning against one another is the...
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims.
I had no intention of resorting to violence. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov...
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss?
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the...
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette, but then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity.
Now that you mention it, haunted?
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunt?
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind?
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply.
Valeri, come take a look at this.
Some sort of notebook.
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Coolish was the main... He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on. Yes, he'd always have this...
This should confirm a lot of key details.
Yes. The number of people. Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have...
Unlikely. Coolish took his duties very seriously, not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual.
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we?
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. Still, I'm inclined...
Did an extra person just material...
Tonya, did...
Not yet. Still looking. So...
This looks like...
Well, alright.
Huh. This
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this. I feel like I just read... It sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? Because her water imp parents belong to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to. We're sorry. It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around. All right, give me my notebook back. I'll take...
Ah, Traveler. Since you're here.
Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be well, an investigation report.
An investigation report, huh? Looks quite old.
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once, specific.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while all. Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the
ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. It's hard to imagine what connection.
Some of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization. My area of research doesn't touch on any of that. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet. How unnerving. Death is near. But if so, how did the author
Maybe things are more complex.
No, wait a second. If we take the report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless. The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death? The various ways we could interpret this keyword. If we take all this together, it's not impossible, is it?
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's...
Does it really sound that far-fetched? All right, well...
Good. Okay, now that we finally have... So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer. If the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed. I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to...
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thoughts on how that fits in?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke.
So, it has nothing...
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience...
Could it really be that...
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out... Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the...
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too.
I most certainly...
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did any... Guess it was...
Especially after the unprompted Lelik reveal. Once...
Valeri came to the theater to catch Mitya. Though, as things stand, the audience head count... I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. Mr. Shram, did you really go...
Huh? Me?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious. More that everyone else has been ruled out as
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now. So I'm sure you can all tell...
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But although, actually, what was it you said last night? Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also...
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a
Hey, revolting is a little strong. I was just the bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because Sparks
We don't need details.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Really? Wait, no.
Huh? Shram.
Why is everyone looking at me like...
Delicate times? Factions?
Yes? You know, the Civil War? Last time I checked...
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnaya in history was over 400 years ago.
What do you mean,
What's going on here?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far...
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe...
Is someone going to explain what's going on?
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you,
That seems to be the case. Shram's the extra person. Vodyanitsa's private letter touches upon the history of the water. The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its ground. Mr. Shram's statement proves he is from Hunt, and according to the investigation report on the theater hunt, for some unknown reason, the soul that has been wandering the theater due to the ley line issues has... Yeah, that must be the immediate... The death of those victims is an irrefutable fact. The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley line. Death is near. That must...
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in...
Someone who died.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been...
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah. Even if all that's true...
Then the ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in. What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right.
It does seem to explain a lot of the...
Except there's no concrete evidence. Still, it seems like the best...
Alright, so... How could Shram not know that he's dead?
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without question.
You know what, Mr. Brain? I'm trying to remember and... I was the one who didn't want to... Well, my lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. And all of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out. Performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started, but I was going to do whatever it took to buy her a chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as her bodyguard. And out of love.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want.
It's just... If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me.
But...
No. I refuse to be a burden. I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean.
Mr. Schramm, I'm sure we can figure out it.
My good sir. We both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago.
No. I'm speaking on a...
Let it go, man. Oh. Wait. One last thing. Miss Wateramp. My lover.
Ozarova. Oh! Auntie Ozarova! That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of...
I'm so glad she survived. As long as she went on to be happy. That's all that matters. There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed...
Take care, my man.
I knew Mr. Schramm was already dead.
Death is cruel. No.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? Even the historical records about that, all people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much link.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to...
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds. I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if more...
All this time?
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct, then...
Ugh, if only this blasted storm would...
Looks like now we can just rest. I still can't believe Schramm turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the theater for...
Knock knock.
Huh?
Knock knock.
You know the door isn't...
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lelik. Thanks.
So, why did you come to...
Vodyanitsa said you knew about... But when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be Yes.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what...
Actually, there's something else as well. So I thought I'd come and ask you for advice. It's about me. Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead. As I'm sure you know, my goal is well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Snezhnaya was Mitia, I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often saw him around the theater, but I soon concluded that making my move, so I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved, but when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be... I checked his breathing and his pulse. I thought maybe another anti-Project Snezhnaya activist had beaten me to it, and chosen a much more...
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock. To me, it was a miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murder started that is, until Mitya himself said there must...
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would...
Exactly. Besides, We soon figured out that Mr. Schramm was a ghost.
But now, it seems I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information.
So, what?
Let me confirm one thing first.
Around a week ago. Sometime in the...
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him. He seemed completely normal to me.
So he was definitely alive on that day.
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person, but Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace.
You're right. I guess he...
I think the chances of it being him are very low.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come back from the dead.
Huh, what's this? A private meet and greet? Where do I line up?
That's not...
Well, I was just making the rounds.
What is going on with this storm? Could it be connected to...
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that...
Do you think people still feel the cold after they die? I'm wondering about Schramm. Oh, maybe we should have given him a coat before he went out there.
Death itself is cold, isn't it?
Well, I hope he has a safe journey. I'm thinking back on it. Once we get out of here...
Are you okay?
Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a sudden. Is it because...
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how
I told you already, I never...
Bunch of... little girl? I was rather surprised.
Oh, no need...
I've been, so kind to everyone, but never lets her old man off, especially when she was little. All right. Are you taking anything for...
Yeah. I'll be fine once I see my brother.
I see.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight, now that the deceased has... However, out of an
Shouldn't we take shifts?
No need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now.
What a long day. This whole situation turned out... But Valeri's right. I should just try...
He's awake. He's awake! Get over here, you big lug!
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Are you all right? Can you walk? We just got attacked by monsters on our way up. He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes... Curses! The Black Mist is catching up. Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen you around here before. Why is that?
There's no need to try to get to know me. I'm just Mr. Door. I have to find the door that belongs to me.
Oh, Mr. Door! Looking for trouble?
I can just push these ones off. No need to thank me. This is where my duty lies.
You have just you! Yeah, and Kate! Let's go!
So we're doing this the hard way.
Fighting frog!
You win!
Remarkable work, Mr. Door. If I had your muscles, I'd do the same. Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
No.
Come no closer. Impossible.
Could this be? Firestorm!
Impossible.
I'm so... Wait, look! There's more monsters down there. Are they... No, no! They're gaining on us! Mr. Door, what are you doing?
Found it. This is my door.
What?
I am a door. This is where my duty lies.
No!
You must keep going. A door can only keep things out for so...
But... Oh, you're right. The black mist isn't moving anymore. Looks like I... Surely I wasn't so scared out of my mind that... Oh, okay, good. Getting sleepy?
What time is it? I guess everyone's still asleep? These past 2 days... Larry?
Wake up! Everyone needs to wake up!
Just like the last 2 nights. No clear call. I've been a real thorn in your side, haven't I, Mr. Villet? But for me, life will be all...
How's Tonya? I just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious. She's just exhausted.
That means Valeri was the...
If Valeri was awake and keeping watch, it would have been impossible to kill him.
This is so frustrating. Why has nothing changed?
Actually, one thing has changed. There's only 1 victim this time, not 2.
No similar cases have... After the deceased Shram left, there was one... It's a reasonable conclusion. The number of people who die each night is equivalent...
Exactly. We identified Mr. Shram, and the night after he left... By that logic, there must be 1 more dead person.
Another one? But there was only 1 person...
Having an extra person was definitely a cause for alarm. But being 1 person short isn't nearly as unusual. Someone could have left in the...
1 more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, then what... It's just, at the time... If only we'd take...
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I had information that could have...
I'm partly to blame as well. I was too quick...
What is this about? What have you two been getting up...
Sounds like there's some big news you've been keeping from the rest... I'm the dead person? Wow, that's certainly news to me.
Odette and I talked about it yesterday, but we thought it just...
Yeah, I don't blame you. If I'd been there, I probably would have reached... Let me just try and verify this. I just scoured my memory, but I honestly have no recollection of dying. That's where I'm different than Mr.
Having seen Mr. Mitya a few...
Well, if it isn't Mitya, then who?
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother.
No, never.
Now just 1 minute. I know where this is going. You're in the hot seat, and all of a sudden you want to divert our
Trying to pick a fight, Mr. Chuganov? Whenever you open your mouth, all you do is attack people.
You!
Did Mitya ask about Tonya because... I suppose I only identified her by age, and nothing else.
I'm just saying, you're going around casting suspicion on people for no reason. I can vouch for her if nothing else. I've seen her before. She's the...
Oh, really? You're telling the truth?
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically. Does Chuganov actually know her?
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either. In which case, it seems unlikely that there's another dead person among us at all. Miss Odette, Could you go over that afternoon with me?
No problem.
Huh. No matter how hard I try... Miss Vojanitsa, during our last meal together, I told you how some of the...
Oh, yeah. You said it was...
Right. And even though I don't remember dying that day, I'm pretty sure I experienced something... Some of my memories from that afternoon...
Are you suggesting you're missing?
Of course. How am I only just realizing this? Humans aren't necessarily aware of their own death.
You mean being silently assassinated? Or dying?
The researcher's amnesia. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective just helped me reach a breakthrough. All right.
Oh, leave! Hey, wait a minute!
Come on, kid. Aren't you gonna fight for your life?
I have other reasons beyond what's been discussed. In fact, thinking back, I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes. I guess that...
No. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. You're suggesting that each instance of temporary amnesia there's a glaringly obvious flaw in that idea, no?
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead. All it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood...
But...
There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. Please relax, everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now, well,
Mitya's right. This is the only thing we can try right now.
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment with this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia? But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of...
Poor Mr. Mitya. Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it.
I hate goodbyes.
Maybe it's the realization that, come to think of it, the main reason we're still alive right now is you could take it a step further and say that the same is true outside too. Who can ever be if I make it out of here?
Without I feel like a strange sense of anxiety.
Are you okay? If something's bugging you, let's talk about it.
I have a travel companion named Paimon.
You're worried about her, aren't you?
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator.
A descender?
But with Paimon by my side, over time, she loves eating, sleeping, and over the last few days that we've been apart, But by the time I snap out of it, I'm trying to overcome this sense of detachment, but...
I bet she misses you when you're not. I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when I could be surrounded by people, all smiling and happy. Later on, I started to think, maybe all we can do is so, once we get out of here, you better
Thank you.
But Vodanitsa, that's just the choice I made. Like I said before, singing is a water. Our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years. But does a story exist? So I made the choice to stay. That way, there would still be someone left.
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs?
A fan after my own heart.
I've never heard that one before.
color me impressed, Tonya. Most people can only tell if a song is I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. Because it has more of a ceremonial purpose, it means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home and—"
No wonder I could hear that sense of longing.
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're not well.
Okay, but,
Of course.
Once I get out of here, but I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodia needs before I fall asleep. Where am I? It's so dark in here. Huh? What was...
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection. No time for questions. Quick, over here. Turn on the switch. All right, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. The light subdues her, but she'll attack without a second thought in the dark. Sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark. Yep. Luckily, I was here to—
A bit more than a bummer, I'd say.
Sure I do. I'm your guardian spirit. I specialize in soul—
Thanks.
Alright, there's no time to waste. The black mist is already catching up. We need to avoid it. We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light! Shh! It's Night Prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you. Look out! The next switch is over there. This can't be the only... I won't let you die like this. Not on my watch. The switch is just up ahead. Hurry! It's too dark. We're not gonna... Traveler! I won't let you die like...
Even though it's not permanent, dying is definite.
Great.
Yeah.
Time for you to get out of here.
What about you?
I can't. I've already been you. The guardian spirit's skills are finite. I might not look any different. I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything.
But...
Go. Now, before it's...
Well, I guess there's no need.
This wasn't supposed to happen. You lied to—
Take a long, hard look at your— I suspected you on day one, Lelik, and now look where we are. By some stretch. And you, little hunter, ever so content with staying on—
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. Where was all this passion and bravado before? Decided to fight until the bitter end.
Is that a threat? Fine, bring it—
After all the trauma of the past few days, everyone's been pushed to the breaking point. Valeria and Mitya aren't here anymore. But first, I need to think this through. Of those who remain, the only person we've never met before is Tony. People are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about what Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday. Tonya, how's Tusser been lately?
Tusser?
Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home, right? Did he say anything about a blonde?
No.
Oh.
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining.
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter you're always talking. That night, when I infiltrated your place as Lelik, I noticed you were home alone. But thinking back on it now, that isn't—
Even that was a lie?
Curses! Oh, why is there no end to this
I think I remember now. The reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate. After a while, I felt myself growing weaker and weaker. Nothing. So one day, I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside. He agreed. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside.
Oh.
When I woke up, I couldn't— but there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and wait for him. Tonya, it's—
Yeah, I know. I understand. After all of that, it turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I'm sorry, everyone. I realized—
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read a storybook, and Tonya is the name of when we escaped from the hospital. So when you first approached me and said my brother had sent you, I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know.
At least your memory of death isn't— Now it's your turn, Chugan.
You're right. And yes, the truth of the matter is, I lost them. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before— She also died from the snow cough. After Iskra passed, my wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. So she chose to— One day when I came home from work and saw I soon discovered that this was—
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know. But at least it's not a crime. So explain your fault.
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother would brew medicine for— Combined with her various symptoms, the snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost, but the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the fatu— It turned out that all previous treatment— That was the final straw for me. So, more than anyone, I know poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an—
So, you projected your daughter onto her? Even though you knew—
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she—
How can you just declare a living person dead? Mitya's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. And now, the others I can make my peace with. But little Miss Tonya, here she is, standing right in front of us, alive and breathing. I just want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, The very moment it stops, I'm going to march out that door and find someone who can fetch the very best. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the... Not again! Not this time!
Mr. Chuganov, by the sounds of it, you've known I was dead since the night. I really liked Mr. Valeri. I'm not happy about that. The reality is...
No!
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that despite all the bad things that kept happening, since the day I escaped that hospital until now, I'm very fond of you all. If it were all... And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chuganov. It's them that you owe an apology to. Well then, I suppose...
You're leaving already? It's...
My name is Patashka. Feels strange that we're only being proper...
Tashka?
What are you doing, Chuganov? Are you crazy?
Let me leave.
In your dreams. Don't think you're getting off that The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once we're out of here, Lelik will personally give... I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know.
Wait, we finally solved the mystery of the haunted theater.
Fair enough. I don't...
And yet you won't let me die first.
Hey, Chuganov, on a serious note, if we do...
Is this really the time to... All right, fine.
Am I hearing things? There it is again. But I don't understand.
Should we open the door?
Is this it? If the last few days are anything to go by, whatever lies beyond that door at this moment.
Hey, everyone.
How are you doing?
Much better, thanks. Whew. Let me see. Tonya and Vodyanitsa died last night. And then you did...
Not Tonya.
First, tell us how you made it back here.
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was... a song. I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away. Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just a few moments ago.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. Because it means something like, may those we have lost...
That must have been Vodyanitsa's rec...
That song is meant to guide the souls of...
Huh. No kidding. When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like... this was a world... I don't know how else to describe it, except to say that... And as for the Requiem... if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, but I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there. Nor do I feel...
You don't seem any different to me, either. In fact, this is... Both Shram and Patashka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls...
This raises a truly terrible thought. Mitya's soul was summoned back by the Requiem, confirming, of course, if even the long-deceased like Mr. then maybe we've all been dead from the very...
Yes. I think that...
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here. It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us. Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Seems like we misunderstood. Death was nearer than we wanted to think all along. The note simply...
So all our attempts to survive...
Hard to say. At the very least, we hope the presence of those two is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days were just souls returning to the ley lines for good.
If what you're saying is true, doesn't that make us the law? Huh, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed.
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at...
Am I... No, that's impossible.
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How exactly did we die?
Not even knowing how...
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death. The exact moment I died. The root of all of this. Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw... I can't remember.
Mitya, your hand.
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen? What the... I guess... this was what I saw. I must have desperately drawn it in my own blood right before losing consciousness. What's wrong? Do you recognize...
It's... Renova. The ruler of death.
Huh?
Alosha, do you still remember that It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears, and as soon as you recognize him...
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the...
That's right. In which case, death is near could also mean that the Grim Reaper is here disguised in a familiar form.
Death, the deceased, and the Grim Reaper? So it's a triple entendre? When I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us.
By that logic, the one person... Identifying the Grim Reaper is a major... No doubt about it. It's a low... Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days. Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report.
So? Surely you can't suspect me based on... What if someone else found the investigation report first? Slipped in...
There's no denying it. The note could...
That's not all. I've also noticed that although on the surface, Valeri, Mitya, and sometimes I were the ones taking charge of the situation. Looking back now, even though you didn't say much.
What do you mean?
You were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. And earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to...
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're...
He still won't admit it.
The biggest question I have right now is... if the Grim Reaper...
No, nothing related... That's right. This, right at the start. Before any victims had even emerged. When all this began, right after the performance ended and the snowstorm began, it wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized. But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that.
Right. So, Mr.
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vodyanitsa.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all.
Not bad. Well, Since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
Alosia?
You're the Grim Reaper?
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death. Before being wiped out for good, you identified the two deceased, and even said—
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night, were they—
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two, every night they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This— here, take a look.
What are you doing?
That takes care of today's two. Don't get so worked up. You are already dead, and your souls must—
I know we're already dead. You—
Murdered? No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, you simply met the criteria to trigger my—
I know about the curse of immortality. So there's another death-related curse too? You cursed us?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. Those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch—
You clearly have a lot of questions. Fine. After the physical body dies, the soul must return to the ley line. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including natural— You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary— This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you— But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, then they will remain forever suspended between life and death.
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya sharp. This must be what we're no— But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over?
You seek to understand the mind. This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about— I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There.
Can't say I am.
Really? But it fits—
Just moments ago, you were complaining. Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a—
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there is a hard limit on the number of souls they can revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to— Then there was the issue of the two lost souls you called the deceased.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us special?
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization to resist being drawn in. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley line.
I vaguely remember seeing Batashka, but in the most terrifying form. Was that in a dream?
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death in fact grants wisdom to mortals. Souls connect to all things in the world and see the chain of cause and effect between them. It's nothing unusual. Anyway, giving psychological counsel, that is more of an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it was easier to leave the bomb defusal to you. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley line, as both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger. And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching.
Sounds like you had it all figured out. I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley line.
That much is obvious.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take... Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment that staff member named Demoff walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun. No. Let me go. Let me... No. No. Let me... Alosha was the second to walk into the snowstorm after Demoff to investigate. During this process, the ruler of death assumed... During our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm. The ley lines devoured Torgov and Sobolova on the first night. At the time, we... Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same. The deaths of Kulish and Rampana caused unexplainable phenomena occurred one... Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased. Mr. Schramm realized he was the deceased, and... he thought it was all over, but Mr. Valeri's death was a rude awakening for everyone. The ley lines consumed him during... A lot happened today. Mr. Valeri's death led us to discover the connection between the number of... The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself, Vodyanitsa was swallowed by the ley lines in her sleep. As it happened, Ptashka filled the void left by Mitya's return from the ley lines by walking into the snowstorm this morning. The girl I thought was child sister Tony, come to think of it, Ptashka was about to walk into and Renova, unaware that Mitya would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. That's why she used Alosha's voice to try and persuade her to stay behind. Looking back, I suppose... No one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls. In fact, everyone was already dead by the time we took the photo. Now, only Mitya and I remain. And the true culprit behind everything still stands before us. That covers everything.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it? The Traveler and I...
The Water Imp's song threw things off. The ley lines have already anchored your soul. And the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back.
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant...
That just leaves you, Traveler. My power only allows me to and your soul is firmly anchored to your body for a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules. Your death can only be brought through the most violent... I have no interest in involving myself with descenders. For now. Although, this may...
One last question then. All our struggles and...
Death abides no reason. Besides, to me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of...
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill, merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change anything. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
How are you holding up, Odette?
What happened?
How much do you...
What do you mean?
Has Odette Mitya?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I spaced out.
Don't you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right. Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. For some reason, everyone killed by the Ruler of Death eventually came back to life, just with one catch. They forgot.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything. What?
Could this be the reason? You said this is the Ruler of Death's sin. You don't? Huh. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling thought. What about you, though? The Ruler of Death mentioned that you're...
A full explanation would get complicated very...
Well then, now that it's all over, the first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths.
They say that right before death...
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spend in the afterlife... This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace personnel. To those unaware of the truth, dying and coming back to life must feel similar. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that...
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us...
Right. This time only got complicated because of the situation with the theater's ley lines. That's why she had to approach... Come to think of it, wasn't I can't remember what it was, but I think... Sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up with you again.
Sir, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations into Mr. Mitya's friend. Yet, you two seem very familiar with each other. And, by the way, have we ever crossed paths?
I can explain everything.
So, Chuganov really is going to shut down the fact. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife. Agreed. Let's check in on her first.